on the 12 years of the Modi Sarkar, are the challenges growing or are we on top of the economic situation, especially in the face of escalation of conflict in West Asia? Joining me on the other side, Union Petroleum Minister Hardeep Puri. Hello and welcome to this very special episode of the Newshour, and joining me tonight is Union Petroleum Minister Mr. Hardeep Singh Puri. Mr. Puri, tough days for you over the last 3 months. I know we've been asking several questions and, well, you've been revising prices of petrol, LPG, and you are the target of the opposition, in the last few weeks. How do you look at this moment, especially with the escalation of the situation in West Asia? Where are we headed?
First of all, Navika ji, thank you very much for having me on your show. Yes, tough times, as you described it, you used some expression. That would be an understatement. The hostilities which began on 28th February, whole month of March, April, May, and we're already on to 8th June. There are two aspects to it. One is the physical supply management aspect, ensuring that our large population, increasingly energy consuming, our consumption is 3 times the global average, and during this period, consumption has not come down. In fact, in some respects, it's gone up. To ensure availability, that was the first requirement. With the Strait of Hormuz closed, with 90% of the crude oil was coming from there almost, and LPG 60% coming from there, there was a concern, but we've had no shortage here. We've diversified, we've opened up other routes. So we've ensured availability. As far as affordability is concerned, you see prices going up. I would have thought that for such an enlightened commentator as yourself, you should be complimenting the government on prices actually having come down. Let me give you some basic statistics, ma'am. Last time the government increased prices was in February of 2022. Okay? At that stage, the government increased prices on the stand. What happened in those periods? There were 2 global black swan events, one of February 22 and the other is February 28, 2026. Prices have come down. How did they come down? Because on 3 occasions, the Honorable Prime Minister, November 2021, May 2022, and recently he brought the excise down. What did he bring down? Last reduction, 1 lakh crore, 10 rupees per litre on petrol and 10 rupees per litre on diesel. And each time when we brought the central excise down in the past months, this time not so much, we requested the BJP ruled states to reduce their VAT. The BJP ruled states did it. So even after 4 years, what are the prices of petrol? Let me tell you, in Delhi, 102 rupees.
Century par.
Century is a notional thing, but it's so where did we come from? 102 rupees. Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow, 101.
In petrol prices, not notional. People pay out of their pocket.
I'm coming
it's
to
a real
that.
thing.
I'm coming to that. In Tamil Nadu, 107. Karnataka, 110. In Kerala, 115. In Telangana, 115. So, kahan 100? Kahan 100, 101, kahan 115. Why? Because the opposition should not talk about it. Insofar as the common man is talking about it, I make one submission to you with folded hands. I have done reviews. Hello? All my friends tell me, ho sake to badhana nahi aur. A fair amount. Today, after 90 plus days of the conflict continuing, 1 lakh crore, that is 10 rupees per litre on petrol and diesel, the government has taken the hit. Rest 7 rupees 60 paise has been increased. So a fair comment can be, India is the only country in the world, apart from Japan, which has had the lowest increase, 7%. 4, 5 to 7%. Compare it with people who have PPP, purchasing power, they have the purchasing power. US increased by 40-50%. Europe 25% increase. Price of LPG in the neighborhood. हमारे यहाँ LPG का सिलेंडर 900 रुपए कुछ का है, 942. Everywhere it's 1100, 1500 and so on.
Well, Rahul Gandhi says that you're taking the country for a ride. You don't have prices under control. There's an economic crisis that is going on. He's also hearing that an emergency may be imposed. And he's been getting messages from the Chief Election Commissioner, from the intelligence chiefs that an emergency is around the corner.
Really?
Can you shed some light on the statement?
I think you need to subject all these statements to a certain level of scrutiny. You should, all these statements. These are very serious statements. If the leader of opposition says that he's been getting calls, he once made a statement, the economy is dead. That he didn't get from the election commissioner or the he got it from somewhere outside. Said the economy is dead. I just saw the figures by the way yesterday of the last quarter, and we've ended the year at 7.7% growth. Does that look like to you to be a dead economy? And the last quarter was 7.8%. Overall, 4 quarters put together, fiscal year was 7.7%. I can reel out the numbers. And economic activity is verifiable. You had 14 crore connections in Mr. Gandhi's time and their government there. We have 33.3 lakhs, 33 crore, 30 lakhs, which means if one connection is for one parivar, one family, you've got a population of 1.4 billion totally covered. You've got natural gas, you had 14,000 kilometers, it's been taken to 25,600 kilometers. If you look at the economic activity, connectivity, you had 74 airports, you've got 160 airports. Metro, you had 200 kilometers, you have now 1,000 kilometers. Mr. Gandhi should seriously introspect. I believe he's just presided over, or is part of a INDIA, they're calling it ENDIA, End India Alliance. I don't know what it is.
It's not ended yet.
No.
They had a robust meeting in Delhi.
I'm sure they have a robust meeting, and I'm sure they're looking at their contradiction. But prior to the election in West Bengal, he blamed Mamta ji. She's very gracious that she at least came for the meeting. DMK person didn't show up. The CPI M people didn't show up today. I think maybe John Britta's, my friend, went there for a token appearance. Kejriwal didn't show up. So I don't want to go into that. It is a grouping of people which has contradictions, and it is feeling the weight of those contradictions. It is a matter of timing by when it will collapse. Okay. Now, in a democracy, there is a full play for new forms, new associations, new groups to come up. Some go to Jantar Mantar, others try to come into parliament. I think what we should be doing, we encourage opposition, because any government wants to have a serious debate in the House. Mr. Gandhi has made a lot of statements. I think each one of them must have been based on some advice he's given from his advisors. I'm one of those who's been very proud to say a minister is only as good as his PS. I think
criticism को आप मानते नहीं?
मानते नहीं है, इसमें अगर कोई मानने वाली सीरियस बात हो तो मैं
आप चुनाव जीतते रहते हैं, इसीलिए आपको किसी को हिसाब देने की जरूरत नहीं।
हिसाब देने को हम फिर रहे हैं, बट इशू इज जो क्रिटिसिज्म करने वाले, देयर आर इश्यूज ऑन व्हिच वी कैन बी क्रिटिसाइज्ड, को ढूंढ के
बताइए कौन से?
बहुत है नहीं बहुत है। मैं ये नहीं नो वन इज परफेक्ट, बिकॉज देयर आर सम एरियाज व्हिच हैव नॉट बीन एड्रेस्ड एज येट. Because when the opposition or somebody says you have to deal with a certain area, our system becomes conscious. मैं आपको बताता हूं, so I don't want to go into that. Opposition today needs to reinvent itself.
Well, on that note, Mr. Hardeep Singh Puri, as always, a pleasure talking to you, and the enthusiasm that you bring on the performance of the government. I hope someday the opposition shares it.
Well, I hope so too.
Thank you very much for joining me on the Newshour tonight.
Thank you.